Once upon a time, this brand was the undisputed champion of franchising, a brand that had more open units than McDonald's, and franchisees everywhere who thought they'd struck gold. That brand is Subway, a brand that had an absolutely meteoric rise through the new millennium. By 2015, Subway had over 27,000 US stores and was the most widespread franchise on earth. But fast forward to today, and they've closed over 5,000 stores in just the last 5 years. And the once biggest franchise on earth now appears to be in freefall. Today we're diving into the cracks beneath the breadline to figure out where it's all going on and what lessons franchise investors need to learn before they sign on the dotted line. And coming up, we'll take a look at a younger, fast-growing franchise that's showing all the early signs of another Subway-style empire, possibly minus the landmines. Let's get stuck into it. Once upon a time, this place wasn't just a sandwich shop, it was a health revolution. At least that's what we were sold. While McDonald's was pumping out Big Macs and Happy Meals, Subway slid in with the Eat Fresh campaign. They had us all believing that a foot-long turkey sub was the secret to shedding pounds. And leading that charge, Jared, the Subway guy.
Hi, I'm Jared, the Subway guy, and this is my story.
The man who claimed to have lost 245 pounds eating nothing but Subway sandwiches. And Subway ran with it hard. TV ads, billboards, press tours, they basically wrapped the whole brand in a pair of his old jeans. And to be fair, it worked. Sales spiked, health-conscious mums started swapping out fries for footlongs, and Subway became the default option for, I want fast food, but I don't want to feel like garbage. But then, it all unraveled. Because Jared didn't just fall from grace, he nosedived straight into full-blown villain territory. In 2015, he copped 15 years in prison for child-related crimes. And suddenly, the guy holding up his old pants was dragging the entire brand down with him. Consumers quickly lost trust in the Subway brand, started to ask questions. Is this food actually healthy? What's really in these sandwiches? Turns out, what people thought was healthy was more marketing than macros. Hey, how's it going? I'm gonna try and keep this healthy. Let's do the Titan turkey. That turkey sandwiches that apparently made Jared lose those 250 pounds. So we can see here, we are looking at a total of 1,000 calories in one sandwich. So this is a healthier option, right? Just the bread alone. This actual bread here is 500 calories. But, I mean, might taste good. It was fun.
Wait, I thought you said it wasn't too bad.
I mean, I didn't want to be too negative on camera, but no, not for me. High sodium, processed meats, and calorie counts that rivaled the stuff they were trying to replace. And consumers caught on. And that's the problem with this model today. They're clinging to this Eat Fresh campaign, but not really delivering. The average stores are run down, the food's average, the trust is broken, and customers appear to be moving on to cleaner, more premium brands that actually deliver on what Subway used to promise. And the numbers? They too tell a grim story following the Fogel scandal. In 2015, Subway peaked with over 27,000 US locations. But from 2016 onwards, right after this scandal, we'll see a steady decline start to happen. And by 2024, the US store count drops below 20,000 for the first time in 2 decades. Now here's where it gets even messier. As Subway's health halo was fading, the Jared campaign was imploding, and instead of regrouping and innovating, or even supporting their franchisees, Subway went full panic mode. What was their grand strategy to stop the bleeding? Let's bring back the $5 footlong. But this time, they didn't ask the franchisees. Now let me give you the math. Say your franchisee sells a sandwich for $5. Out of that, you gotta pay your rent, pay your staff, pay your cogs, your ingredients, and still hand over your royalties and ad fund contributions. You don't need an MBA to see how that doesn't really work. So franchisees were losing money on every sandwich. And Subway HQ, they insisted it would drive traffic. Traffic came, but the profits didn't. And franchisees revolted. There were open letters, lawsuits, even store owners banding together to beg corporate to stop. But by then, the damage was done. And franchisees weren't just mad about the promos. They were furious that Subway kept opening new stores on top of old ones, turning local operators into competitors overnight. So let's test that here. So let's see how long it takes to go from this Subway to the next closest one. Let's go for a drive. So let's start the clock, Mrs. Video Editor. Hi, Daniela. All right, so off we go. Now, Kyle, while we're driving, will you do me a solid and pull up Subway's 2025 FDD? So just Google search Subway Franchise Disclosure Document, California Registry. What does it say about territory protection?
You will not receive any territorial rights, and there are no radius restrictions or minimum or maximum population requirements which limit where we can license or open another Subway restaurant.
Exactly, and that's the reason why it's taken about 52 seconds to get from one Subway here to the next one. No protected territory, no buffer zone, just corporate stacking stores like Jenga blocks until franchisees couldn't breathe. That right there is a textbook case of oversaturation. And it's one of the many reasons franchisees have been closing stores in droves while still paying royalties to compete with their own brand. The lesson? If the franchisor you're looking at investing in doesn't protect your territory, doesn't listen to franchise owners, and doesn't seem to care about franchisee profitability, then run. Run away, mate.
Run, Forrest, run!
Subway was the first brand to realize that there was massive demand for healthy eating at scale. They built their entire empire on that idea. But don't confuse their decline with the idea itself collapsing, because the demand for healthy and convenient is stronger than ever before. The real problem was Subway promised it and never truly delivered on it. They sold the story of health, not the reality. Couple that with franchisor first profitability strategies, and it's easy to see why this empire has some decay. And that's where today's opportunity comes in. There's a brand actually delivering what Subway should have been all along. Not through a gimmick, not through promos, but through real nutrition, accountability, and recurring customers. Franchise owners are confirming the model actually works, territories are protected, and the model is built around repeat revenue, not $5 footlong panic. Let me introduce you to today's franchise recommendation, Project Lean Nation. All right, so here's what they're slinging. Chef-prepared, macro-balanced meals you can grab, stock, and go. And it's paired with nutrition coaching, so people actually stick to a plan. Think lean proteins, clean carbs, and real veggies. It's results over rhetoric. There's no mystery meat, no sugar-bombed bread. The meals are portioned, labeled, and designed to keep you on track. And here's what I find most interesting. Most of what walks out each week is pre-ordered by subscribers. Customers restock the fridge on a rhythm. That means revenue's locked in before you flip the sign to open. Here's where PLN breaks the mold. There's no kitchen in the back, no fryers, no flat tops, no on-site cooking. Meals are produced off-site in a central facility and shipped to your store fresh. So you skip all the back-of-house circus that some food brands drown in. That means fewer employees, less equipment, less waste, and a smoother day. Your team isn't sweating over grills, they're coaching customers, running check-ins, and helping people stay on track for a healthier week. Thank you so much. Cheers, looks awesome. Hey, real quick, can I speak to the franchise owner by chance? Thank you.
How's it going?
Good, how you doing?
I'm doing well.
Brent.
Megan.
We're the menace that's shooting the location
Hey,
today.
we're glad you're here.
Thanks for having us. Hey, I just want to ask a few quick questions if you've got a few minutes. I know you guys are busy. Firstly, congratulations, the new franchise looks great.
Thank you.
Why did you invest in a Project Lean Nation in the first place?
You know, we got involved. I just started at a location in Texas part-time and needed to get out of the house, and we fell in love. The model's fantastic. The people are even better. Just the genuineness of everyone involved really attracted us. We just wanted to be able to help people make their lives healthier. My husband and I grew up athletes. I worked in gyms for years. It's really cool to be on the nutrition side of things now.
Now, weird one. Are your territories protected?
It is.
Plans to grow?
Potentially, yes. We do love what we do and we love PLN, and so that we would love to potentially grow one day.
And in terms of loving PLN, how's the support from the franchisor? Do you feel like they put your interests first?
100%. You know, we speak with them almost every single day. They're just a text away, a phone call away, and they're our biggest cheerleaders. The encouragement we receive, the support, really 100%, that's what we're here for, is the support that they provide.
So how's the business going financially?
So right out the gate, about $1,000 that first week, and then it's averaged out to be about
Holy heck, that is fantastic. Congratulations.
Absolutely.
So real quick, do you mind if I take a look at the back where the magic happens?
Not at all. Let's do it.
Awesome. Wow, this is it, huh? It's clean.
This is it. Yep, absolutely. Stays pretty clean unless we're packing boxes for members.
Simple and beautiful, huh?
Yep. Here's our freezer. We get a delivery once a week and stock up and then pack our members' boxes.
And that's the beauty of this model, right? If you're dealing with a food franchise, if you invested one of those, right now you'd have grease traps and fries and hoods and employees everywhere.
That's right.
Right now you've just got this.
This is it.
Beautiful. Okay, so you can probably tell that these particular franchise owners feel like they're financially crushing it. But let's see what the franchise disclosure documents actually say about financial performance. When we look here, we see in item 7, the investment range is around $230,000 to $350,000, which is a little lower than Subway. But the average revenue gets very interesting. I'm seeing here around 1.2 million in revenue, with a profit line of about 20%. Now for the top store, we're coming in at over $1.8 million with very healthy margins. So to do those types of numbers with a Subway, by my estimation, you'd need to open about 5 of them. And to do that, it'd cost about $1.75 million. So yeah, the PLN financials for one store are elite. But let's be very careful, it's still an emerging brand. And while they've opened up 30 locations and so far seem to have played everything perfectly, understand that an emerging brand comes with risk. So please be aware of that, especially if they go down the same path and make some of the mistakes that Subway made. Let's take a look at what they were one more time. Subway oversaturated the market. They let stores open up on top of each other, franchisees cannibalized each other's sales, and corporate didn't seem to care, so long as those royalties kept rolling in. But Project Lean Nation, they're early, territories are protected and sized to scale. Expansion seems intentional, not chaotic, and franchisees aren't competing against each other, they're locking in exclusive markets. Subway ignored product quality, rubbery meat, sugar-packed bread. They sold the idea of health while not really executing on it. But Project Lean Nation, chef-prepared meals, balanced macros, nutrition coaching baked into the model. It's not marketing spin, it's actual health delivered consistently, and that's why customers stick. Subway stopped listening to franchisees. They rolled out promos like the $5 footlong and stuck the franchisees with the losses. But Project Lean Nation, validation seems strong, owners are expanding into multiple units, and corporate support seems seriously dialed in. And the business model? Subscriptions and central production, all this was designed with franchisee profitability in mind. The takeaway? Subway became the biggest and forgot how to play the game. Project Lean Nation, they're building it the right way. Small, intentional, and aligned with where consumer demand is heading. Because in franchising, bigger isn't better. Better is better. And this brand? It's got all the signs of being something better. If you like learning about franchises that actually make money, hit subscribe and I'll see you in the next one.